This is the plaintiff, James Powell. He says he hired his neighbor to repaint his classic 1950 Oldsmobile, and the guy did a terrible job. Not only did it take 3 months longer than promised, but the minute he got it, the paint started flaking off. He's tired of playing around with his former friend and neighbor, and is taking him to court to get the $3,000 he's owed. This is the defendant, Steve Hersey. He says the persnickety plaintiff started complaining the minute he started working on the thing. Bottom line, the plaintiff never allowed him access to the car to do the required touch-ups all newly painted cars need. He did a good job and will let the judge decide his fate. He's accused of painting himself into a corner.
Okay, James Powell?
Yes.
You are suing Steve Hersey for $5,871. You say you were out. Your statutory maximum is $3,000, so really
Yes.
for $3,000. That you say you were out as a result of him doing shoddy workmanship painting your car.
Yes.
All right, what happened?
Well, I knew Steve for a couple of years. He's a neighbor. And
Okay.
he had done some work on my truck and done a real good job on it. And I was in the garage one day with my car, and I was working on it, and he came by. He said he wanted to paint it. I said, I never painted anything that old, and I want to paint that car.
What car was that?
1950 Oldsmobile.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, well, now, if you tell me what you'll charge me, and it's right, I'll see what I can do. And he told me, looked the car over and everything. He said, I'll paint it, furnish the paint and paint it, $600. $400 to do the rest of the body work that's to be done. And I told him, I said, that's good. I'll have it over your house. So I took it over there.
Do you have anything in writing with him?
How's that?
Do you have anything in writing with him?
Only thing I have in writing is the receipt where I paid him to cash the money for the car.
Can I see that?
And
you say that was for body work and for painting?
that was for the body work, paint job.
Receipt for $600 for the paint and painting of 50 Olds, plus $400 for the body work on same car paid in full. Okay, that's legit. Okay, so go on.
And I gave him $600 down. He called me a week later. He needed some more money for a house payment.
When are we at this point? We're in what month?
That was the same
Which is what month?
April.
April, okay.
Probably around April 15th.
Okay.
I gave him the other $400. And he told me in my garage, this car would be painted, would be finished in 3 weeks.
So you paid him in full and he hadn't done anything?
I went by his house about 3 weeks.
Is that correct, what I just
He
said?
hadn't done nothing, no.
So why'd you pay a guy in full who hadn't done anything yet?
You know, I thought I knew him.
Okay. Yes, we have a
So
name for people like you. We call them plaintiffs.
I know it.
Okay,
I
go
know
ahead.
It. I got a better name for it.
Well, okay. But this is a family court, so.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyhow, I kept going to his house. 3 weeks later, he hadn't done nothing to the car. Nothing.
So finally, when and how did you get the car back?
He brought it back to me and parked it across my right driveway.
How long
Left
later?
it, the keys in it and everything.
How long
And
later?
How long was it there?
Yeah, when did he put it on your driveway?
September 3rd, this one here is written out for.
Okay,
And,
so from April to September.
yeah, somewhere right in that. And no. But anyhow, he left it sit across my driveway. Left the keys in it and everything. My neighbor here called me and told me. The neighbor thought I had to push it in the garage or something. So he came out to help me, and I said, no, I hit a run. I drove it in the garage. I don't know how he got it there because it got no headlights, no taillights, nothing there because he wanted it stripped. But I got statements from
But
people.
did you not know he was dropping it off?
No.
Okay, how long had it been there with the keys in the ignition?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know when he dropped it off.
So he didn't call you to tell you?
He didn't tell me a thing, nothing.
Okay, now you paid $1,000 for this work, but you're suing for over $5,000, almost $6,000.
Because I had a
you
body.
say you're out that. You have, of course, a
Yeah,
statutory
I had a
cap of
body
3.
shop to come down and look at my car, and I have estimates right here from the body shop from 2 of them. One of them is $6,000. The other is $5,500. The car.
To do what?
The car has to be completely stripped and redone because the paint is over. They don't know what it's a peeling up off of the car, and I have pictures here to show you.
Okay, let's see the pictures and let's see those estimates.
There's the
What
estimates.
happened?
Well, should I just start from the beginning?
Sure.
Okay. First off, I got paid $1,000, $600 for material, $400 to paint the car.
Okay.
Okay, I also told me this is going to take 3 weeks of labor. I have my time written down. Now, versus my time, Sunday, Wednesday, we go to church. Okay, Friday I do not work at my full-time job because I do the stuff on the side. So Friday I work on my race car, which he knows. Saturday I go racing. There's 2 more days out of the week I don't work on it. Now, I usually work on it Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, anywhere from 2 to 3 hours at night. I gotta be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I get up at 4:30 to 4 every morning.
You've lost me. What is your point? Then that you shouldn't have taken this job on?
No, he knows I
Okay.
got a full-time job. And
So
as
he
you
should
see,
know that it
as
was
a-
going to take you from April to September?
Yeah, yes, 3 weeks of labor, 40 hours a week.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what days I work on it. Like
Okay.
Sunday, I usually put about 7, 8 hours in, which I got the dates and how many
I
hours.
guess maybe his premise is that maybe you shouldn't have worked on your own race car and raced. You shouldn't have had taken such free time that, if you said you were going to do a job, you should have had it done already, certainly before 4 months, 5 months later. That it shouldn't have taken you 5 months. But let's put aside the fact that it took 4 or 5 months, and let's talk about the actual paint job. He says that it's peeling off. What say you to that?
As you see, I got 2 notarized letters because I had people come over and hang parts on this car. And I had my boss from work come over and look around, make sure I haven't forgot any polish marks or dirt whatsoever on this car before he got it back to hang all the chrome and bumpers, all the mirrors, any chrome, any.
These circled holes, those are where the chrome goes?
I can't.
Yeah.
But I do got my own set of pictures.
Yeah, let me see your pictures.
This is what it looked like before. Black primer.
Okay. That's what it looked like when you got it.
That's the way he dropped it off. Now,
Okay.
he says he don't know how he got the car home. Well, he should know how I got it home because it's the same way he got it to my house. He drove it.
So you drove it
Yeah, I drove it home. Like he drove it over
to
to
your
my
house, or did you
Just
drive
like
it
that.
did you leave it at his house with keys in the ignition?
Yes, I did. Just like, I'm not gonna wait on, he's been bugging.
What if somebody has stolen the car? You left it with keys in there? You think that's the right way to return the car?
Well, if you know where we live, I mean, okay, that's not an
If
excuse,
I knew
but
where you lived, what?
it's a pretty much untraveled street. Only people who go down the street, people that live in that neighborhood. Yeah, this is what I did afterward. Now, there's all painted, buffed. I mean, you can see how shiny and how clear the clear is. You
Okay.
can see light, how clear.
Okay.
There we go.
And what's that? What is this here?
Okay, that is a hole. That is a hole. There's moldings going there. It's a big chrome piece that goes here.
Okay.
Now, right here is a crack, or I should say, the deal was I paint these doors, give it back to him, put all the chrome stuff back on, bring it back. So when I hang these stuff back on the car with all the weight, if you hang these doors and all that stuff on, hang the door, it'll hit. I want all the weight back on the car.
So what was the deal? You're supposed to give it back to him. He's supposed to put the chrome on it, and then what?
Go through touch-ups.
He's got some pictures where the paint is peeling. How do you suppose that happened? Because when did you first hear from him? You don't contact him at all. You just sue him?
Correct.
No, I'd say I just went downtown
Got it.
shooting because after looking at the car, I said that's it. I've had
What is this a circle of? That looks like the reflection of a light.
that's a place in the car where it's chipped. The paint is.
Now, see, Your Honor, I'm not disputing the fact there's stuff to be done in that car, but he's supposed to put everything back on and bring it back and take care of what he did not like.
Now, these cracks, and explain this stuff to me. Why is this on here?
The cracks?
Well, first look at it, and then tell me what the deal is.
Well, I can tell you about most of it. I probably was not even looking at it. The cracks here, correct. Now, when he hangs all that chrome that sticks way over and stuff, you'll never see it. That is why he is supposed to go back home, put bumpers, chrome, tail
Why
lights.
doesn't your contract say, and then he'll put the chrome on, and then I'll come and retouch? Why isn't all that in the contract, in that little receipt thing? Why it just says you're doing body work?
Because he brought that over to me to sign, and I thought
Why did you change it?
I did not change it.
Why didn't you?
'Cause I thought
If that's not your agreement, why do you sign that?
Because I thought it was a receipt for money. So he has a receipt that he
and
paid
it does read
money.
like a receipt. It says $600 for paint plus $400 for body work. That's what the receipt says. If that's wrong, because $400 isn't for body work, it's for something else, and $600 is for the materials, then you just cross it out and you put materials, and you cross out, body work. If you're not supposed to be doing body work, you're just supposed to be visually inspecting somebody else's body work. I just don't get it.
Why is it stupid to pay in full before the job gets done?
Because that guy can do whatever he wants. You always got to pay it after they give you the job.
Half and then half at the end. What do you think?
I think if it was me, I'd go ahead and pay, at least half and half at the end.
Would you ever pay full?
Oh, God, no.
Because you lose your leverage going inside the courtroom.
What is this about? You're supposed to hang the chrome and then bring it back for him to re-inspect.
I can answer that in a different. I'm not supposed to put the chrome. The chrome was taken off of the car to be painted. The picture up there, I got one there.
So who was? If you didn't give him the chrome, then you were supposed to put the chrome back on.
I have the chrome all at home.
Did you ever put it back on?
I would have put it on the car when the car was finished. I don't want to put it on the car with the car messed. I got probably $4,000 in chrome. I don't want it painted, and he knows don't paint it.
So you never agreed with him that you would put
No,
the
I don't.
chrome
No,
on
not
to
to,
something,
not
and
to
then
put my,
he could
no,
just come back
not
and
to put my
retouch
chrome
that.
on
You
the
wanted
car.
it painted right, painted once, and then you'd spend the money to put the chrome on.
Right.
Okay. Well, what is your answer to all these cracks that I'm seeing that he has pictures of? I mean, the pictures are right there. So what is your answer? Is I to fix that? Like, why should if I took my car in for a paint job, why is it right that it have all these cracks? Why are the cracks there to begin with? Why do they need fixing?
When you paint a car, you got a big gun.
Right. So
Okay.
how are you going to do it with the chrome?
You also got a touch-up gun. It's real small. You just do.
That's right. The touch-up is a little brush, like nail polish.
Sorry, a
Is it something
touch-up
else?
paint gun.
Uh-huh.
It's not very big. It's only like
Okay, so it's a
almost
little
like
gun.
an airbrush type deal.
It's a little gun.
It's a little gun for little stuff. Now, I've worked at Horton Emergency Vehicles for 12 years, and this is the same process we do at work. I'm a body painter. I paint ambulance bodies. Matter of fact, we have done the last 3 contracts for New York City, so you have seen a lot of my work out here. And we paint it first, and then buff it. Then the body gets mounted.
But
goes through
then
the line,
why all
everything-
these defects on it where it's cracking in all these places? Why
'Cause-
that?
I would say 9 out of 10 of all cover when all the chrome, taillights, all that stuff gets back on the car. It's underneath. You never see it.
I think if you pay $1,000 for a paint job, it doesn't include cracking and peeling. I don't think that you replace a $1,000. Let's assume that this $1,000 paint job is not up to par, which I agree with you on. Then it doesn't become a $5,000 replacement of a $1,000 paint job. I'm going to order him to return the $1,000. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Well, the body painter has just absorbed a blow to the reputation there. Step on in here. As you lose this case, what's your reaction here coming out?
Well, it's obvious you don't work in a body shop. Half that stuff is covered by moldings. They wouldn't have fixed it. Besides, he did the body work with him and his buddy that he said. They never chose to fix it. Most of it is covered.
Why'd you take this job for so little money anyway and so many problems?
He's a neighbor. I try to help him out.
New York City ambulances are not going to start cracking, are they?
No. You look at him every day, bud.
Okay.
Right this way, sir.
What did he say? All right, come on in here. Are you satisfied how this comes out now, finally?
Well, I'm satisfied I got that I got the money back, but now I'm going to have to put money with it in order to get my car
What
fixed.
about what he says that the chrome is going to cover up those cracks?
Chrome won't cover up. There's no chrome in between the doors. I can show you. There's no chrome between the doors to cover up anything. There's no chrome goes there.
What do you do with that 1950, is it?
50
Rocket.
Oldsmobile, yeah.
Wow, that's some car. What do you do with that?
I want to drive it if I ever get somebody to paint it.
Okay, Harvey?
Okay, I really want to repeat this. It's if you pay in full, they don't have an incentive to keep you at the front of the line in doing the jobs that they have. You got to withhold something to make them want to finish the work they're supposed to do.